What's up everybody, welcome back to another video where today we're going to be taking a look at one of the fastest ways to farm for lots of rupees in Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is the fastest way that I know of and I really enjoy this method. So before we start, there's a few things that you're going to need. The first thing you need is some firewood. You're also going to want to make sure you have a fire weapon such as a great flame blade or a meteor rod, or if you want to use fire arrows, that works too. For your armor, make sure you have at least the chest portion of the Zora armor so you can swim up a waterfall. And also, I recommend, it's not required, but I recommend having the rubber armor with the set bonus of unshockable, because we're going to be going to a region where you might get shocked a lot. If you don't have that armor, what I would do is at least make sure you have lots of food to replenish hearts, or you can have some elixirs that might give you some electricity resistance that might help out with you. For stamina, make sure that it's built up a little bit. It doesn't have to be built up all the way like this, but make sure it's built up about 4 or 5 upgrades. And that's important for climbing up a tree. I'll show you guys that in a second. So once you have all those things into place, go to the bottom right region of the map to the Shoda Saw Shrine. And this is where it's located in case you don't have it. You're going to zoom in right here. And we're going to travel to this shrine, and I'll show you guys what to do once you're there. So once you made it to the shrine, you want to go outside the waterfall. And since we have that Zora armor on, we're going to swim up this waterfall. And once we get to the top of the waterfall, we're going to go to the right side and we're going to go under a tree. And the reason that we want to go under this tree is because it rains a lot in this region, and if you don't put your firewood under this tree, you're going to notice that your fire goes out pretty quickly from the rain. So make sure you go under this tree, get your firewood, and go ahead and set that under the tree, and get your weapon of choice that has fire, and go ahead and light that on fire. Now, once that's on fire, what you want to do now is you want to make sure that you sit by the campfire until nighttime. The reason that you put nighttime is because there's going to be a dragon that pops out, and this is how we're going to farm for rupees really fast. So once it loads up, go ahead and climb up this tree in front of you as fast as you can. This is where that stamina comes into play that we talked about earlier. So once you're on top of this tree, what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to switch to my unshockable bonus set so I don't have to worry about getting shocked by the dragon. But whenever the dragon gets a little bit further over your head, you're going to jump off this tree, and then you're going to do the slow motion to shoot the horn of the dragon, and you're going to notice that it glows and it shoots off to a region. So it shot off down there. You don't see it at first, but it actually lights up. So let's go down here a little further. You can see that it's lighting up, so that shows me where it's at. The most popular places that it shoots off is down there. Sometimes it shoots off down there on that region below me. Other times it shoots off straight in front of me, or it shoots off across the pond right there. Those are the most popular places it shoots off at. I haven't seen it shoot off anywhere else really, but do not go get it right away. And the reason I recommend not going right away to get it is because if you go get it right away, you're going to find that you have to climb up the waterfall again, and that takes a lot of time to do. So instead of doing that, I would just leave it where it's at, and I would just go back to the fire and light it again, and then just rinse and repeat the process. And then, because those horns, they stay where they're at for a long period of time, so you can do this process like 4, 5, or 6 times, and that way all those horns are just scattered on the ground, and then just go collect them all at one time, so that way you don't have to go up the waterfall again and again and again, because that's going to take a lot of time. And so let's do this again. The dragon's a little bit overhead, jump off, shoot it on the horn, and let's see where it shoots off at. Now, the cool thing is that these are actually worth 300 rupees a piece. So you can imagine you'll build up some rupees pretty fast. And you can see that the time that it takes, like if I were to not get these at one time, if I were just to go back to the fire and just rinse and repeat and then collect all these at one time, you can do that process within a minute or less. And then after you take a few minutes to do that, after you collect all those horns, then you're golden, and you'll have lots of rupees, and you'll find that you can gain thousands of rupees within a very, very short amount of time. And that way you can go buy things that are pretty expensive. For example, like the ancient armor, like these are 2,000 a pop. Another expensive armor is the flame breaker set. And so, yeah, again, this is the fastest way I know of. If you guys found this video helpful, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.